Kathy Spencer was born in 1973 in London to a middle-class family. Her father, Carl, was an accountant, and her mother, Jennifer, an elementary school teacher. From the beginning, Kathy was a performer. When she was 5, she remembers hearing Sheena Easton singing Morning Train on the car radio. After that, she was singing that song all the time. She would stand up in front of the mirror in her room with her bright orange hair, holding her mom's ladle like a microphone and pretending she was singing in front of thousands of screaming fans. That was just the beginning of her dream. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, missing Toastmasters. When she entered school, she tried out for all the school plays and talent shows. Even as she aged, she was drawn to sing in front of her mirror. She continued performing when she attended high school, landing the leads in all of the school's musicals. She found that she loved the sound of the audience's applause. After graduating high school, she entered college where she majored not in performing arts, but in business. However, she continued to fuel her desire to perform. She again auditioned for all the musicals at college. Even though she was not a performing arts major, she landed the lead in a number of them. When she graduated college with highest honors, she started to sing at open mic shows. At one of those events, she met Chris Herbert. He was auditioning young women for a new act he had, and he asked Kathy to try out. She was thrilled. She didn't sleep for the next 3 days. At her audition, she was loaded with nervous energy, yet she nailed it. Chris Herbert had to whittle the finalists down to 5. Unfortunately, when 600 applicants audition for 5 spots, some are going to be disappointed. Kathy was 6th. You may have heard of the band Chris Herbert formed. You know them probably as the Spice Girls. What you probably didn't know is that while the band had Scary Spice and Sporty Spice, Baby Spice, Ginger Spice, and Posh Spice, Kathy was going to be Pumpkin Spice. Now, she was crushed when she received the bad news, and she was depressed for the next 6 months. She barely left her apartment during that time, spending most of her days lying in bed. But one night she heard her mother's old adage, "If at first you don't succeed, try again." So she dragged herself out of bed and into the kitchen. It was fall in London. She started baking pies as therapy. Pumpkin was her favorite. She loved the smell and taste of the spices used in pumpkin pie. She tinkered with her recipe and perfected her spice blend. And then serendipity struck. If she liked the spice blend, maybe others would like it also. So she took her blend to restaurants all over London, but she didn't find much success. She could hear her mother's voice in her head again saying, "If at first you don't succeed, try again." She put her business degree to use and took a chance to fly to the US, where she would approach more food outlets with her blend. After getting off the plane in New York, she stopped at Dunkin' Donuts in the airport to pick up a coffee. As she drank it, she was holding on to a bottle of her spice blend when it hit her. She added some of the blend to her coffee, and eureka! Pumpkin spice coffee was born. She spoke to the store manager about her concoction. She tasted the blend and agreed it would be a perfect taste for fall in New York, and agreed to add it to their menu. Kathy then proceeded to Tim Hortons, where they added pumpkin spice coffee, donuts, and muffins to their menu. Starbucks also loved the blend. Within 1 week, Kathy had more than 30 companies hooked on pumpkin spice. A couple years later, Pumpkin Spice was a millionaire with an empire based on her concoction. While she no longer had dreams of large audiences cheering for her, she had millions of individuals cheering for her product. She now had pumpkin spice Oreos, and pumpkin spice ice cream. She was working with Lay's for pumpkin spice potato chips and Doritos. So while she failed to achieve her goal to be a Spice Girl, Kathy made her fortune as Pumpkin Spice. There is even a pumpkin spice peep. And as they say in Big Sky Country, you've made it when they name a peep after you. Her mother's motto, if at first you don't succeed, try again, is emblazoned across the mirror, her mirror, in her office. Madam Toastmaster.